justice and peace and equality. Now the world will
Game
see
Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast. We back with actor and musician Tray Chaney of The Wire. Life after the storm, life after the tornado.
Bruh.
All of that, man.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go, before we wrap this thing up, I want to go back because to that night.
Yeah.
To that night. You know, brothers from, man, it was like the call to action.
Yeah.
Brothers, James Earl AC Lodge number 600, bringing water and food to the people.
Yeah.
First boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mayor Carlos Greer, City of Locust Grove.
Called me, yeah.
It's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Bringing food, you know?
Wow.
Former Mayor Pro Tem Vincent Williams donating a trash bin where people can put wood and things that were coming out of their that was in their yard, trash that was laying in their yard. Former Mayor Pro Tem Vincent Williams donates a dumpster and says, you know what? Tell the people they can dump this stuff in their yard so they can get somewhat back to normal.
Wow.
No charge. Now remember, you got storm chasers of people who go around to people's houses and say, hey, we'll fix your window, we'll fix your roof. You just pay us this, you just pay us that, and you're taking it. And I feel personally, some of those people were taking advantage of people in a time of weakness, vulnerability.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But our community stayed strong. Our community stayed strong. They supported the Chaney family.
Yeah.
Community came together like no other. But right now, we're at a point where Malachi's rehabilitating.
Yeah.
It's after ICU.
Yeah.
It's after being in the room at the hospital. It's at Shepherd Spinal Center.
Yeah.
Right? Where's the future for Tray Chaney, Malachi, the Chaney family? What does that look like moving forward?
Yeah.
Now that life has changed.
Yeah. Now that life has changed, it's the taking it one day at a time.
Okay.
We building our family, our lives back, brick by brick.
Wow.
Malachi's in a rehabilitation center right now, Shepherds. He has a lot of great activities that he's doing right now.
Okay.
He already feels that he does not need to be there. And the crazy thing is, the nurses called the first night and said, we don't mean to alarm you all, but he jumped out of bed and went to the bathroom on his own, then got back in the bed. He wasn't supposed to do that because he has to wait for the nurse to walk him just in case he falls.
Right.
So when I called him, I said, Kai, you got to follow what the nurses say. He said, Dad, I wasn't just going to have him come and take me to the bathroom. I know how to do that.
Yeah.
If he feels he shouldn't be there right now,
Wow.
which is a great sign. Because the nurses said, looking at his progress after only 2 days there, he's not going to be there long.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's the young body at 19, it heals itself in ways that we wouldn't even understand as older guys,
Come
you know.
on, man.
But you know, the future, man, it's hard to like pinpoint where we're going to be.
Yeah.
Again, we walking with God. We letting it flow like that. We taking it one day at a time.
Right.
We not putting too much on ourselves in a 24-hour time frame that we have in the day.
Right.
Business is being handled with, whether it's with insurance, whether it's with, bills and different things. Like our life before then compared to now is completely different.
Yeah.
A whole different. So right now, I do love the direction that we're headed because things are getting handled as we go forward.
Okay. I believe a ministry is happening.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I ain't talking about from no pulpit either, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
we're walking testimonies.
Walking testimony, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking. These are my wishes.
Okay.
Because now, me with planning is just a little. I'm not scared to plan, but I'm almost like, I don't know, but I do want us to do a worldwide speaking tour.
Yes.
It's the father son testimony, surviving tornado. How we got through it step by step. I would love for that to be mediated.
Okay.
I definitely do want to entertain talking to Marvel for a real time father son superhero movie that they could release next Father's Day.
Come on, man.
Like documentaries, because this is more and it's more than just entertainment. It's education. Because even learning about my son's brain injury, diffuse axonal injury, I didn't know that term. I didn't know nothing about that. That's like when your brain suffers a traumatic hit and it rattles, it shifts in your head. And me and you right now, we're functioning with cells, brain cells like this. Yeah. But getting hit like that, some of them cells could go here and here. Yeah. They got to get back. Yeah. So this is the process of Malachi getting back to normalcy.
Okay.
Being normal again. And because, regardless of how Malachi might feel, I don't need to be a dad. I'm doing good. You still got to heal. Because you did get thrown. You survived the tornado. Like I said, we did the strong part.
We did the strong part.
But you still got to heal your mind. You got to heal your brain, your body, physically, spiritually. And then me, Aisha, and Malachi, we don't know next 3 months if we going to be all the way right mentally. Because right now, we still in it.
You still in the shop?
We still in the...
I mean, we only literally 2 weeks.
2 weeks, bro.
2 weeks.
We looking at, this a long road to recovery. It's a long road to recovery, but it is a beautiful story and it's a beautiful testimony for how people day to day. Like our day to day dealing with... Because, day to day for us, at one point looked like, okay, Cal about to go back to college. Yeah, let's do a party for him. Boom. You back in college, you doing your thing. You running every day. Oh, I'm on set. I'm on set here in Atlanta. Oh, I might got to fly to New York. I'm recording. Wifey, she at work doing her thing. She's an amazing fashion designer. She's in the home office designing, making clothes. Oh, me and Wifey, we got to go out of town. I got a movie premiere. I'm a producer on something in Miami, California. Now it's hotel. We got to be at Malachi's bedside when he does his therapy at this time. Oh, he's there all day, every day. Okay. You don't got to worry about him leaving.
Okay.
I got to go meet the adjuster over at the house that's destroyed because they want to. So now it's.
I gotta go get clothes. I gotta get food.
I gotta go get clothes. I gotta go get water. I gotta get food. I gotta turn this rental car in because I don't have a car, and they want to give me trouble on, hey, if we don't have an adjuster or somebody demolition out there to move that off, we're gonna have to take the car until you Tray can get that off, and it's like, me. What do I have insurance for? Right. Y'all supposed to be sending out an adjuster. Have you even seen the house? No, we haven't. So you don't even realize that this shit is gone.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
And you still putting it, like I said, man, it's so many different levels of dealing with life after the storm. Life after the tornado until it's like, what do we, but to answer the question again, it's one day at a time. The great thing is Malachi is making progress. That was the most important thing.
Yes.
He's making progress. Me and Aisha are making progress on rebuilding our life.
Okay.
And we're going to continue. We're never losing faith in God.
Not at all.
Again, we can't blame nobody for what happened, and nobody can blame us for what happened. So life is really, when people say life is life. Life. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to come up with a term for that because life ain't just lifing right now. Life is like we doing a little bit more than just lifing, But remaining positive, man.
And making it do what it do.
Remaining positive, making it do what it do, and not really putting too much stress on myself even now. Still able to smile.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think forever I'll always have my days where it's tough. Like you you've been a real big help, for me.
I appreciate that.
Having, game changers and making sure that everything that I got to do business wise, as far as computers, and because I lost everything. I don't got that stuff no more. So it's like you being my brother, like, hey, bro, I got this for you. Come on, this studio is my studio.
Absolutely.
Your home is my home. It's like, so right now, bro, we the Chaney family just need prayers, bro.
Man,
like if people could just. I do have a GoFundMe, because it's a lot to rebuild.
A lot.
The GoFundMe is in the link in my bio, and Tray Chaney Vision. That's my Instagram. And even if you don't donate to that, we just need prayer.
Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal, DC Curry.
Yeah, man. DC Young Fly.
Sheriff Reginald Scandrett.
Yeah, Sheriff Scan. That's my man.
Man, they stepped up big time, right?
They really did, man. And they continuing to step up. And we still, this conversation is something that we always going to have.
Okay.
We always going to continue this. Because, like I feel this right here is just giving people hope.
Yeah.
It's giving people hope. I might, like you said, I might be changing somebody's life right now that's going through a dark time.
That's right.
They might not have suffered from a tornado, but they might be looking at me like, well, man, if he's staying strong on this, what I got going on ain't. And another thing, man, I just want to encourage the viewers and the people out there watching, man, be kind to people, man.
Be kind to people.
Yeah, man, because you never know what somebody going through. You never know what somebody is getting ready to go through.
Come on now.
So whatever energy or feelings that you had towards somebody or that you have towards somebody right now, life is designed, and I know this from being in it. Life is designed in a way where you here today, gone tomorrow.
Correct.
So you never know. It's just now I understand that term, being kind to people and saying thank you and you're welcome and being thankful and grateful that you above ground, because this thing could be different. And I just feel that my family is the example. Malachi Chaney, my son, definitely an example. My wife Aisha, me, we're examples of, regardless of what the circumstances are. We ain't folding, bro.
Not at all.
We ain't folding. It ain't. We still here. We still here to tell whatever this story is. It's drama, horror, nightmare, beautiful, whatever it, because it's all wrapped in one.
It's all wrapped in one.
Just seeing my son while he was suffering, something that really like touched me and my wife. His ribs was broke, and he kept extending his arms out saying, I love you. And my wife gave me a different perspective on that last night. She said he probably thought he wasn't going to make it. Yeah. So he kept, I love you, Dad. He couldn't hardly talk.
Yeah.
And then I had to kind of like directly tell him, don't ever say something again that he said. Because during his time of suffering, he was saying he was sorry. And I was like, what are you apologizing for, Kai?
Come on, man.
Like, nah. I told him, don't, as your father, don't ever say that again.
Don't ever say it again.
Never again say. He was apologizing for being hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
That got me, because I was like, damn, he think him being in the hospital is a burden. But that shows the type of person my son is. Yeah. Like, it just, that's some real shit, bro.
Stand up guy.
That's some real shit. Like, yes, it's almost like accountability.
Okay.
And it's like, you don't have to do that.
Not at all.
You don't have to do that.
Not at all. Man, we look at life. It's so amazing, Malachi's story. It's so and the things that's happening, right here. Mm-hmm. People take for granted toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, toilet tissue, underwear, socks. You know what I mean? And you've been a recipient from, like you say, God took you from having everything you wanted to now nothing.
Yeah.
And starting over. You know? But to see that people, regardless of your social status, regardless of who you are, people say, you know what, we gotta help this family. We gotta be there for this family. We gotta call. We gotta pray. We gotta do whatever we can to help this family cope through. What perspective does that give you towards like people now? You know, I'm not saying that you had a bad perspective towards people.
Yeah.
But what perspective does that give you when you look at people like valuing people? Because you just talked about how we need to value people.
Yeah. Well, for me, you know, it just, you know what? It shows that it's some great people in the world.
Okay.
That's willing to give you the shirt off their back.
That's right.
If they can relate to what's happening, because everybody can relate to pain. Everybody can relate to loss, losing a loved one. You know, everybody can relate to certain things that happen in their life. And I think our story, if it took this tragic, devastating story for my family to experience, for people to come together again, my job is done.
Your job is done.
It's like, all right, well, we did what we had to do.
That's right. That's right.
Because that's what's happening. It's bringing people together.
Okay.
And everybody, you know, all of the prayers that's coming up, rooting, man, we rooting for y'all, man. We got y'all. It's people are coming up to me now. I'm not getting recognized as the guy from The Wire.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the movie guy no more.
Yeah.
You know, in the last 16 days, my life has changed from movie guy to, yo, can I, like people walk up now, yo, can I pray with you? Or a woman walked up to me yesterday and said, can you pray for me? She was asking me to pray for her. And I'm like, yeah.
Come on now.
And she said, I need somebody like you that's been through what you're going through and handling it so well. However you feel, I need you to pray for me.
Come on now.
Because whatever you're going through, I couldn't have went through.
That's right.
So I'm like, that's a different perspective. All right, I pray with you. If whatever the energy people bringing me right now is just like, it's God energy. It ain't it don't got nothing to do with fame, no money. Like I said, my biggest role ever in life was surviving a tornado. My son's biggest role, surviving a tornado.
Correct.
And that's it. It's nothing else to it. It's like perspective on life has changed. I look at things different. It's a lot of things that don't matter for real. Like the material things, a lot of that stuff don't even matter. Even the stuff that I don't have right now, it's like, man, I wouldn't award anyway.
Man, forget that. Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I wouldn't have. Oh, so I still can go. I can go to the store and a lot of stuff just don't matter no more. Life, family, God first. That's what matters.
Before we go, I want to talk to you something that was very important that you did, and I've seen you repeatedly do online. I've seen you do it in front of me, so I know it's genuine. You know, when men cry.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
A lot of our young men.
Yeah.
Are taught that they gotta be strong. They gotta be, you know, they can't cry. They can't embrace hurt. They can't embrace like what suffering and pain. Yeah. Tell us, inspire that young man or that man that's out there that doesn't feel like he can cry, because the world has told, especially black men, that they can't cry.
First thing that comes to mind is my brother Jason Wilson. He has a book out called The Man the Moment Demands.
Okay.
And literally I started, before this tragic thing happened to me, I had started Black Men Read. Hashtag where I said I'm going to read one book a month for the rest of my life. I incorporated it in the Tray Chaney conscious diet with me eating healthy, with me reading, prayer, meditation. But I read that book, The Man the Moment Demands, and Jason Wilson talks about the comprehensive man. Okay. And that's what I am. Wow. The comprehensive man is the man, we're strong. Yeah. You know, we the heads of our households and wife, kids, grandkids, family man, but we're also vulnerable too.
Come on, man.
So it's nothing wrong with showing your emotions. You're not soft
Yeah.
because you're crying. You're human.
Right. Right.
That's a feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a feeling. When my son was born, June 1st, 2006, I cried so much I had to leave the hospital.
Okay.
You know, so that the vulnerability and the feelings of a man.
Yes. Yes.
That's what a man is. A man is all of those things wrapped in one.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? That title of that book, The Man, The Moment Demands, it's almost like the energy matching whatever energy
Yeah.
to a certain extent. Because I don't want to get too carried away when it comes to, you know, if it's some energy where you gotta handle some business, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Absolutely.
But it's the vulnerability of a man. You're going to experience every emotion whatsoever. And right now, I understand what a comprehensive man is. The nurturer of nurturing my son. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I said, having to bathe my son.
Come on, man.
During this critical time because he couldn't do it himself at 19 years old.
Come on, man.
I know what that looks like and feels like, and him again being like, nah, this ain't what it is. But it's like even explaining to my son during that difficult time.
Yeah.
It's cool to cry. It's cool to be in pain. Again, don't ever say again that you apologize for being hurt.
Come
for
on,
being having broke ribs. You saying you sorry for what?
Come on, man.
You just did. You're an American hero.
Okay.
You know, you're an American hero. You're a superhero. People around the world are showering you with prayers. So
They definitely.
yeah, man, it's nothing wrong with expressing.
Yeah.
You know, expressing your feelings, man, and expressing how you feel. You know that. I'm if anything, I'm the person now that nothing matters, bro. Like I just lost everything. Correct. You know, so if I'm gonna cry, if I'm gonna laugh, if I'm gonna do whatever, it's cool.
It's cool.
I got a pass to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, before we wrap everything up, man, anything you would like to share with our audience? Because I know we've had you here. I know you got to get back to Malachi.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you.
No, man. I
man.
wanted to do this because I wanted people, and then Dre, for you to be my neighbor.
Right.
You're my neighbor. So while you experienced this in real time with us.
Come on, man.
You know, like when you told me part of my house, maybe a brick came through your window, bro.
Yeah. Now, your roof went over my house.
My roof went over your house. So I don't care what media outlet wanted to talk.
Right.
You was getting that interview first because it's like
man.
you was there.
Right.
You know, you walked to my yard and brought me my stuff and said, bro, here go my number. Yeah, we be running around the neighborhood and working out, but this what it is. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, man, I would just like to say, for people to really cherish your loved ones, hug your loved ones, man. And when you say goodbye, to anybody,
okay,
make sure you mean it.
Make sure you mean it.
Because you never know if that's the last time you're gonna see them.
Come on.
You never know what trials and tribulations that they get ready to face. You never know when you're gonna have to pull up for them and be there for them through trying times like this.
Yes.
And just continue to follow my story because it ain't over. You know, it ain't over. I mean, like I said, the material things that's gone, man, which I ain't probably really need anyway.
Come on.
But now you'll be able to come to my page and feel the
feel that energy.
You could feel you definitely be able to come to my Instagram page, my Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and feel the energy of somebody who's dealing with something.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna deal with it. You know, as a human being.
Yes.
So people even being in contact with me right now, you getting the human being part of who Tray Chaney is.
Come on,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tray Chaney Vision, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
guys go and
Yeah.
follow Tray Chaney. If you're not following Tray Chaney right now on Instagram and social media, you
Yeah.
missing something special, man. Yeah, it's life after the storm, and,
Yeah.
and we
And we're going to keep updating.
Yeah,
We're going to keep updating, man, because Malachi, he in that rehabilitation center for a while. So we don't know. Yeah.
Man, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast where change starts with conversation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for another exciting episode. Ease up.
Justice and peace and equality. Now the world they will see. That's why